Hello, this is One Black British Woman's Voice, and I was just thinking about the latest furore surrounding Trump and his deputy or vice president, whatever they call it over there, Pence. I know they can join the two words and came up with the word Troppins, and so sometimes I just conjoin them and use it and forget that they're two separate names. He has gone on Twitter to tell Americans, or to tell the NFL, that should anyone take a knee in protest of police brutality, that he will walk out. And he actually did. He actually staged his own protest by purposefully going to an NFL match and then walking out when people took the knee, which is a protest in itself. So way to go with the contradiction there, Pence. So I'm thinking to myself, in the midst of all this furore, what do other black people think this is? I mean, I think people think that this is a new era, a time whereby people can parade their prejudices open and freely and face no repercussions. Now, this isn't a new era. This is open season. It is open season on anyone who is non-white. Now, also, actually, what's happening in the UK, and I think it might actually be happening in the US as well, is a furore around Dove shampoo, or Dove is a hygiene producer, so they produce soaps, body washes, things like that, body sprays, deodorants and things like that. And Dove have issued a new advert whereby there's a black woman and she's wearing a brown top, and she takes off the brown top and manifests into a white woman. Now, the subtext is clear. The black woman represents dirt and the white woman represents cleanliness and how Dove soap can assist you towards that cleanliness. But what are black people expecting? I'm seeing all these tirades. I'm seeing all these social media feeds throwing up all this indignation and this rage. But what do you expect? This isn't the beginning of a new era. This is open season. It is open season on black people. People aren't just parading their racism openly. They're not just parading it because they think, well, maybe I might poke the nest and see what comes out. It's open season. We can say anything and anything that we want to. And how many black people do you think are going to stop buying Dove products after this? You know, I'm seeing things about Dove being cancelled. Yes, Dove can be cancelled. I mean, it was quirky and nice back when it first came out a decade or 2 decades ago. But really, I find their overpriced deodorants not worth it. So, but what do you expect? Do you not? I mean, at some point, people are going to start buying Dove again. We're going to forget what happened. We're going to say, "Oh, the product is great, therefore I don't want to give it up." What are black people expecting? It's open season on us. You know, actually, part of me feels like you shouldn't even go on Twitter or social media to protest. Just simply don't buy the product anymore. It's open season. They're all going to come out. They're all going to say what they want to say. They're all going to do what they want to do. There's not going to be any problem. I mean, it's not even as if we didn't live in the midst of racism anyway. I've done a couple of other videos which are currently set on private but will be revealed in a couple of weeks' time, where I talk about institutional racism. For instance, you know, I've had situations where I've gone in and I've said, look, I want to have therapy for something. And I've been told there are no black therapists, which is institutional racism in itself. If you go around, if you're in a black area and there are a number of schools and you walk into the school and there are no black teachers, that's institutional racism. It's not as if we haven't been awash by racism in its insidious form already. It's just now it's open season. What do you expect? It's always been there. It's been right in front of us. It's been shamelessly, racism has been shamelessly paraded in front of our faces from the beginning of time. It's just right now, it's open season. So they say and they do what they want, and products and companies and sponsors don't give a flying fuck about our response because we're inconsequential. But our money isn't. Our money is powerful. So simply stop buying the product. I'm not saying people shouldn't take to social media and be outraged. I'm not saying that. It's just this feeling of, what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? Anyway, this is One Black British Woman's Voice, and I'm out.